Welcome back to Amador Live. Richard and I have John Vail, and John's from the Amador County Animal Control. John, you have brought a beautiful guest in with you.
Yes, we have Lucky, who's an Akita mix with us today.
Really, Lucky is really a sociable dog, too. I was outside visiting with him. I don't think there's a mean bone in his body.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, beautiful. Maybe intimidating looking, but he's sweet, sweet, sweet.
And I was worried because I was wearing black today that I was going to get hair all over, but he's been well taken care of and groomed and bathed and no shedding at all.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, I wouldn't
beautiful.
claim no shedding at all, but
No, well,
he's
not
in
today.
good shape. He's in good shape right now.
Why don't you give us Lucky's story and why he needs to be adopted?
Well, the owners brought him into us because they were in that situation like many people find themselves nowadays. They had to downsize. They moved to a smaller place. They had other animals. And they had to make that hard decision which one to give up. I have no idea how people do that.
Okay.
But he ended up with us. When we were doing his health check, we found that he had heartworm disease. So
Which a lot of dogs do.
Yeah.
yes, and it is something that's preventable, but he's been treated for that, so he's clear of that now.
Good.
And he's going to be adoptable as of next Tuesday, the 21st, at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Look at that. He's posing for the camera, too.
I'm hoping you're going to have a long line out the door waiting to adopt him. He sure is gorgeous.
Well, all we need is one person.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We don't need a line.
Yeah.
So the only issue with Lucky was that the family had the unfortunate situation of losing their home, and he was the victim of that foreclosure. But God, be a great companion for someone. And we had kids out here today that were about 8 and 10 years old, and tell us about that.
Yeah, he stayed back, let them approach him. He was excited to see him, wagging his tail, but he wasn't trying to run up and intimidate him or jump on him or anything. He was very polite. He smelled the cookies.
We all
the
smelled the
donuts.
cookies.
He smelled the donuts out there too. But he's a good boy, and you can tell he's sitting here very politely, not distracted. In fact, I think he's going to lay down here probably.
You know, some dogs you've had for 10 years don't behave as well in a different situation as Lucky does. He's just such a well-behaved little boy there.
How old is Lucky again?
Lucky's 6 years old.
Oh, he's young, yeah.
So he's still got a long life to live.
He's potentially got another 6 or 7 or 8. You never know, of course, but
Are these mixes, do they have any issues with their bone structure or anything? Or?
you know, once dogs mix, there's less problem with things that are breed specific, like hip dysplasia and some of the other breed specific things that have happened from selective breeding. We haven't noticed those things. He's a little bit overweight. We've been trying to get him to lose weight.
All of us are.
Yeah, when he was
right.
heartworm positive, he didn't have the energy for much activity, and then during the treatment, we have to keep them rather calm because they don't want that blood pumping fast to cause embolisms when the worms are dying. But he's clear now, and he likes to get out and take his walks.
And he cleans shoes, too.
Thank you.
You know, there are some dogs that are a little skittish around kids or around the cameras like this, but he has no qualities like that at all. Very calm.
What a lover.
And
Jeez.
really be a great dog for someone to adopt for a family.
I
Tell
need
us about the animal shelter and the hours of operation, when people can come in to see Lucky or other cats or dogs.
Yeah, we're open from 10 a.m. to 1 each day, closed for 1 hour for staff lunch, and then from 2 to 4:30. The days we're closed are Sunday and Monday. We are open Saturdays. We invite the public just to come and look. We have a nice, clean, bright, friendly facility. It's not the stereotypic animal shelter that people think of. We've been in this building that this county was so fortunate to be able to get for 7 years now.
Wow.
And we are still getting comments from people that haven't had the courage to come, and when they come, they see a very nice facility.
That's because they remember the old animal shelter.
That's right. And if they don't remember this old animal shelter, they remember the stereotypic old animal
true.
shelters.
I agree.
And you still get a lot of barking in there, but that's going to be any shelter or any place where dogs are congregating. where they don't know each other.
Yeah, and they get excited when they see people or
Right.
new animals coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. What a cutie we have up on screen right now. We have that cute little white dog. Adorable.
Yeah, we have several other very adoptable dogs.
And you have socialization rooms at the shelter, but you also have APAL that comes in, and the volunteers from APAL work on socialization as well as the employees from the animal shelter.
Well, we actually have over 70 Amador County approved volunteers. Most of them are not affiliated with APAL, some
Okay.
are. But we probably have 50 volunteers that come at least one day a week and walk and socialize dogs and cats.
Oh, wow.
So you have a
That's
mix
such a
of
wonderful thing.
APAL volunteers and other volunteers from the county.
Yes.
Really great. Now, primarily do they work with dogs, or do the cats require socialization too?
Well, most of them are more interested in dogs, but we do have some that come and just spend time with the cats and help in the cat rooms. Some cats are very traumatized by that type of environment. They're not used to being in small cages, and so it's a valuable asset to have them with the cats as well.
Is it a lot of training that's required to become a volunteer?
No, there's no training. You're qualified.
Oh, wow, that's great. All
So,
right,
so
that makes
anybody
it
can
easy.
volunteer at the animal shelter.
There's an approval process, but yes, they can come and apply, and we put them through the county's approval process.
Oh, what
I
a
guess if
wonderful
you're
thing
Charles
to
Manson,
do.
you may not qualify.
Excuse
Yeah,
me, I'm being
there's-
called down here.
There's probably certain
Oh,
things that would
baby.
disqualify them, but very few people that are interested in volunteering have been denied.
And give us you're the animal control chief there of the department.
Yeah, my title is director.
Okay. I like chief, but anyway, as the director, you have to go out in the field too, because you're a little short on employees, so you do a little bit of everything.
I do. I will probably go back to the shelter and help with cleaning kennels this morning. In addition to the fact that we only have 6 employees, including me, we've had this sickness that's going around has hit our staff hard as well, so it's required a little extra from all of us.
Okay, well, hold that thought. We have to go to a hard break, and then with Lucky, we'll be right back and see if we can get him adopted, and we'll talk to you in just a minute.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.